Hey everyone, welcome to Lunch Break. My name is Allie Johnson.
Pastor Lori.
Pastor at New Life Church in Beacon, New York, if you guys are ever in the area. But we are so excited to be here talking to you guys. We're super passionate about femininity and what it can do for your relationships, especially with men and in your marital relationships. So we are excited to be speaking into your life in this regard. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Our website is www.theprettyboss.org. We believe that you can be pretty and a boss and embrace your femininity and still be lovely and kind, which is funny because it's very against what culture is teaching us today, it seems. And, you know, the Lord created women and men differently. So we want to embrace those roles and how he created us to truly be. So today's topic is Man Cave. That is the title. This obviously is more geared towards women. We wanted to teach women, speak to women so that they can have better relationships. So sorry, men, but women, send it to your friends. But this is titled Man Cave. Mom, you want to start us off?
I actually looked it up on Wikipedia.
What is a man cave?
What is a man? What did they say it is? And they say it is a man's space, commonly known as a man land, a male retreat, a sanctuary. Could be in a home, such as a specially equipped garage, a spare bedroom, a media room, the basement, a tree house. But it's a space, a place that a man can go when he needs to de-stress, to think, and they need to do that.
Yeah, they need a space or something just to de-stress, right? So for example, this is probably a lot more important for men who have more stressful jobs. But a lot of times, like, they'll come home and they might not want to talk, and women are like, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? Is it me? Are you mad at me? But it has nothing to do with you at all. He's just in his man cave. Like, he wants to be in a space where he doesn't have to problem solve. He doesn't have to think. He can just de-stress from the stress of the day.
Where he can manage his thoughts and his feelings. You know, I know somebody that's a policeman in a pretty, a crime...
Intense city.
And a lot goes on. So when they go home, they have to process,
take a minute to de-stress.
And that's not the time for a wife to, you know what, the sink broke and the fridge is leaking, and
And this just helps understanding men. This is
Right.
the goal. We want to understand men. Why is he doing what he's doing?
Right.
It's going to better your relationship.
Not, like you said, it's not that he doesn't like you, love you.
It has nothing to do with you. He just wants to de-stress from the day. And then when he's done in his man cave, he'll come back out and be ready to problem solve the things in the house and be there and be present.
Yes.
So it doesn't have anything to do with you. If you see that he needs space, allow that. It has nothing to do with you.
Not the time. Let him go. Not the time to talk to him. Not the time to...
And how can you tell if they are in their man cave?
Well, there's a lot of things that you can see, like they are quiet, almost appear moody, I guess. Or what does your husband do?
My husband goes to jiu-jitsu. It's not exactly like a man cave, but that's like his release. He'll go to jiu-jitsu in the evenings, and it's very important to him. And so, instead of, no, you can't go I want time with you, which sometimes I still do that, but I allow, go to jiu-jitsu. I want you to go, and you can tell he's in a much better mood. Like, he's in a really good mood.
When they come home.
Yeah. He's like really excited about it. And yeah, it's a release. It's a de-stress, or he'll go work out or something like that.
It's a mental break where they can de-stress. It's a mental break, and it's something that they need. It's definitely something we need to vent, talk to someone. They need to just be in
de-stress.
De-stress.
Yeah, and a lot of times if he's not talking or something like that, you might think, oh, is it me? Is it me? Know that it's not you. And a lot of times too, if they're going through something, if there's something stressful, really stressful, you don't need to pry about it. A lot of times he'll open up about it whenever
they're ready.
Yeah, whenever they're ready. You don't have to be a mother nagging him. You're his wife. You're not his mother.
Didn't you say too? Your husband said what you asked him what are you thinking about? And he said,
oh yeah. So this is another example of just how different men and women are and how you can understand men. So at nighttime, my husband likes to watch TV, which I do not like because we're different. So my husband likes to put the TV on at nighttime because he likes to think about nothing. And I'm like, how can you think about nothing with the TV on? Like, my brain is thinking about the show or thinking about the work. Like, my brain is constantly thinking about something, whereas he just wants to think about nothing and just de-stress, I guess, or whatever from the day. So that's just another example of how we're different, how, you know, they can think about nothing. They can de-stress.
Even when the TV's on. And they need the TV on to think about nothing.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, seriously.
So when they give you those little hints, like turn on the TV and no, I'm not thinking about nothing. Oh,
yeah, so that's another thing
man
too.
cave.
Trust your husband when he says, oh, I'm not thinking about anything. Believe him. Because he's different than you. You might not understand that because if I can never think about nothing, I'm constantly thinking about something. Well, he's telling you the truth. He's really thinking about nothing.
There you go. It's his man cave. It's where he went. I thought about Jesus even.
Oh yeah.
Jesus many times left even the disciples and went off to be alone. Now, yes, he went off to be alone with the Father, but he needed to be alone. He left the crowds and he left even his 8 disciples. He left them and went away to be alone. So even Jesus had to be alone with the Father, yes, and we're going to trust and know and believe and be so happy that our husbands are not totally alone there with God.
Yeah, and many times they come back and they're so excited to see you and they're ready to talk and
Solve
really
and,
embrace. Yeah.
Yes.
And one other thing that I want to mention too is a lot of times they just want you to watch. So like, something that they're good at, like if they're good at woodworking, they're going to want to show you their work. And sometimes they don't want you to talk. They just want you to admire and appreciate what they're doing in their man cave, I guess.
Watching them do jujitsu.
Jujitsu. She always says
always
it like
get that wrong. Do his thing. Whenever they're doing whatever they're doing that they like to do.
Or that they're good at it. If they're good at it.
They're good at. Listening to them
and admire.
Whatever it is, just appreciate, admire, and you don't really even have to say a thing.
And that's another way that you're putting him first. If he, he's like, hey, I'm going to work out, you want to come? And you're thinking, well, I have all this housework to do, I have this dinner, all these things, just go. That's your number one priority is your relationship with your husband, obviously the Lord, then your relationship with your husband. All those other things are going to get done. And it's going to be helpful to have a blissful relationship because then he's going to come back and be so excited and he's going to want to help you with those things.
And if he asks you, do you want to come? That means he
wants you to come. Yeah.
He'd like you to be there.
Yeah.
Just watching him, giving him those eyes of yours and watching him, making him your hero. Appreciating and admiring him. And
if this sounds like, oh man, I'm doing all these things for him, what do I get out of this? Well, of course, you're getting all the love. Flowers, all the things. He's gonna want to love you so much. You so much. Yeah.
The more you pour in, the more he's gonna pour back. It's win.
And that's the power of these teachings is you get to change. You don't have to do anything. This is without him changing. Well, how do you explain that? You change,
and you have control over the situation.
The
because
pretty boss
is gonna change.
Yes.
It's you are being a boss doing this. You really are. You're taking
Embrace
control.
your femininity. It's a superpower. The Lord created you specifically as his helper, and these things are going to help him, but in turn, they help you a great deal. You're going to feel so loved, and that's how we were created. We were created to feel that kind of love and to be loved. So it's going to be great. We believe that your marriage is blessed. Your relationship with men, they're blessed. It's blessed. So thank you guys so much for tuning in.
And enjoy the time to do other things when he's in his man cave.
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you. If you have any questions, please let us know.